Yeah, the Luminate are definitely coming eventually. We don't really know when. They're probably gonna show up in this first Galactic War, if I have to imagine.
So you think the all right. You think the Illuminate are coming
Oh, for sure.
in which update? This next one or
Oh, I have no idea.
like
They will be coming though, is all I know for sure.
I think
We've already seen signs of them, like hovering around and like the blue lights and stuff.
hmm
And now that robots have moved over to the upper left, this gives more room for the Luminate to come from the bottom.
Z Tori or Tari is like a perfect candidate. That name is so like I feel like alien like, you know? Scat Bay. Um I was looking at one of the planets, it's called Scat Bay.
Uh-huh. That's what your brain says the thing is.
It literally is SKAT space Bay. I swear to God. Yeah, I mean, like, the Illuminate aren't new per se because they were,
Hmm. In the
lore
first one,
wise,
yeah.
they were here. They were in the first Galactic War, right? But like for Helldivers 2, I think for the sake of conversation, they're new. I
Hmm.
think they will definitely appear. Well, one in the Helldivers website, they are listed as an enemy faction. So like they
Hmm.
will be a thing eventually.
Yeah.
Um,
So
I think within a year,
no, I think within like a couple months. I think within max like 2 months.
2 months, I give it three.
I so I
Bet.
I think the Luminate are basically guaranteed, but I think there might be a fourth faction.
Okay,
There,
so I haven't heard about this. I'm intrigued. What do you think is the fourth faction?
no, I don't have any like. There's no evidence to support it, but I just think it would be really cool that there would be
Oh
a fourth
yeah,
faction, and just based off of like how big this map is, like you could totally squeeze a fourth faction in there.
I think having a fourth faction would be really nice, but I would be fine with three. But what I
I would.
really want to see is cross faction engagements. So where you have automatons, Terminids, and the Illuminate fighting each other on a planet, and we're like the third party, or we're being third party. That'd be really really cool. Because I just don't see it not happening. Like you're telling me the automatons, Terminids are gonna ally against Super Earth? That makes no
No,
sense.
yeah, for sure not, because the Terminids are on the automaton planets most likely because one when Super Earth, how we get element 710, which is oil, um is the bugs, and they shipped bugs to all the planets to farm the oil.
Right.
So bugs are probably on those planets, and also the tremors we've been seeing recently from bugs and on bot sectors is probably the I don't remember their name, but they are basically gigantic bug worms that make the tunnels for the bugs,
Hmm.
and that is probably what's causing the tremors. And the fact that those tremors are on bot planets too supports that there's probably bugs on those planets.
Interesting. I didn't even know there's tremors on bot planets. I never really like thought about it. But
Hmm.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
there's
so
none that are currently listed. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
I have a strong feeling with what we just got with bots, without like this just crazy resurgence of bots after exterminating them, something similar is going to happen to bugs, where these worms are going to come out, these gigantic brood mothers, whatever they are. I don't know what they are. I don't look at them up. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I think a cool like event. I don't know about a whole new faction, but having a separatist faction for like an event would be really really cool.
Hive Lord.
Um,
Okay.
because I would totally not saying all right unofficially, officially unofficially, I would join the separatists. But don't let the
Officially, you
Democratic
can.
officer hear that. All right. This is unofficial. Just you know, we're just
So
joking around.
they're called Hive Lords, is what they are, and you
I've
can
lords.
see
Okay.
on bug planets. You can see their they look like skeletons, but it's actually their molted skin.
Oh,
around the planet sometimes. So they definitely still exist. Um,
that's crazy. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it looks like a weird bug bone thing, but it's actually their skin apparently, according to Helldivers.
Yeah, it looks like a carcass, like bones.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But it's them molting, so they definitely exist, and they're what causing how they're like the bug holes are even appearing.
Yeah. I I think in this next, I want to say the next big update, okay? Not when they do like another war bond,
Hmm.
which I'm very curious about what the next war bond will be, but more than anything, I'm interested in seeing vehicles cuz like I want to see a recon, like almost like a warthog from Halo. Maybe without like the turret, just like a recon vehicle, that'd be really really nice. I know the next mech is coming out. Um, I can't remember the name, but it has two autocannons on it. Spoiler. Two
Gotcha.
autocannons, and it looks all right. I think
So that means it's the
yeah,
Obsidian exosuit, I'm guessing, which is yeah,
yeah.
two twin 20 millimeter autocannons. Um, is what I'm guessing based off the first one.
Well, my thing is okay. Autocannons are pretty powerful, and having four of them because I've seen Helldiver, their Twitter leaked a little video of it, did a little teaser. At least I'm pretty sure it was theirs. Um, and it had four barrels, and it was shooting
Oh yeah,
two
it
barrels
has
on each
each one
side.
has yeah each one has two barrels. It goes like it is like dunk dunk. It like alternates firing. I'm pretty sure is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. Autocannons are really strong. I feel like, and having a mech with ridiculous firepower like that is going to be a huge boon to the cause.
Dude, the ammo consumption is gonna just disappear,
Oh
dude.
yeah, it'll be ammo hungry because the first one already runs through its rockets really quick, and like, but its minigun lasts pretty long. But like, it's gonna be in between both of those where it's gonna be like firing quick and not have the hugest ammo reserve.
Yeah.
Um, the four vehicles from the first game are an APC, a tank, a motorcycle, and
Hmm.
I don't know what this one is. Honestly, it looks like another APC to be honest, but with a giant gun on top.
See, I'll say this. I would love an APC. Give me an APC with like a 30 millimeter cannon on top, dude. I am chilling. I love reconnaissance. I love being mobile, and having that would just be so cool. But I don't know. I mean, I definitely see them doing wheeled vehicles or tracked vehicles instead of bipedal mechs, which is what we have right now. But I definitely see them in the future adding that. I
Yeah,
don't see them not doing
what
that.
Mobius just said is we have a vehicle bay door. If you come back here to the back of your ship and look toward where the Eagle is, there is a literal door that says vehicle bay on it, and then another one next to it that says Eagle Bay.
Oh
There's
yeah,
two
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, it says right over there. Just vehicle bay.
Yeah,
So they're definitely yeah.
so I don't have all the modules, but I'd be curious to see what the modules add in terms of like information, right?
You can take a look at
Because
them. When you hover over them, you can see what they add.
well, that's what I was just doing just now. But it raises some question to me, right? Is like, what more is there? Like, for instance, the robotics workshop, the blast absorption, the very last one, opens up the back wall, and so it expands even more. And so I'm just like, future ship module
Opens up the back
upgrades.
wall.
Yeah, it opens up the back wall for it.
Let me take a look.
Totally, probably means
Oh, I
nothing,
see it.
but it's
It's interesting.
interesting to think about. Some kind of
Speaking of,
hovercraft would be neat. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you give me a hovercraft or a hoverboard and I'm just flying around grinding on the automatons, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Honestly, we have the technology because when we beat the Illuminates in the first Galactic War, we took their technology, which then they were hovering. They had hover vehicles, so there is a high chance that if, like, when the Illuminate come back, if they come back, we might get like repossess one of their vehicles technology and used it in our own so we can have a hovercraft. I imagine this would be like a pretty late vehicle after vehicles are added for a while though.
So something I wondered. I'm gonna queue us up for a mission, but something I
Sounds
wondered
good.
that would be kind of interesting, right? Is different weapon types. And what I mean by that is that um you have something that's really good against the Terminids, something that's really good against the automatons, but when the Illuminate come, it'd be interesting if they added more weapon like elements almost. So like maybe like not plasma as in like electricity, but like bioweapons. Because we already have chemical stratagems, but we don't have chemical primary weapons. And that would be very interesting. Maybe the Illuminate would be weak to that. That's something I just thought of. That would be kind of cool. I don't know how likely that is, though. Yeah, I think,
If we get that, we'll
sorry, go ahead.
probably get that. Once I'm did Mobius with the Constitution. Where we'll probably get it if it becomes a thing on October 26th. How you got in the first game for just like playing that day.
What is the
It
M2016
is
Constitution?
a musket
Oh.
with a bayonet.
Dude, imagine you get a musket in this game. That would be the
Yeah,
worst.
I imagine they will. I actually have a very strong feeling because it's an
Hmm,
important day, and that would like for Super Earth. Um,
interesting.
what is this? Bugs? Okay.
Yeah, we're doing Terminids, missile silo.
I
Um,
need skill chargers.
I don't know. I'm really excited for the next mech. I am in love with the exosuit, man. I remember when I first got it, I was doing difficulty level 9, automatons, all right, and I was getting one shot, which they had that bug where the AT rocket guys did twice damage, right?
Mhm.
And it would just one shot my exosuit. But now it's like I'm really enjoying it, man. I love it for everything. Um, and I would love to see the next one. It'd be really really cool. And this is a personal thing. I don't, I if they were to sit me down in a conference meeting and be like, "Do you think this is the next game plan we should do?" A exosuit themed warband would be really cool. But I don't think that should be the
I don't think a
the
warband
next
will ever
best one.
have stratagems. I think they'll only ever be weapons
Well, I was talking about
and
like a
boosters.
themed one. Like the outfit could be themed for like a pilot or something.
Oh, I gotcha now.
But yeah, no stratagems. No stratagems. That'd be I actually know I think it is possible that a warband
I
will
think
have more pilot
I think
or
you'd have to
vehicle
make it a
based
free
armor.
one.
Hmm.
Or no, okay. If you wanted stratagems in a thing,
Oh, if
yeah,
you
the
wanted
fact that
stratagems.
rockets were like literally one-shotting was crazy.
Yeah, it was brutal. I mean, granted, I also was the one who thought it'd be a good idea to do it on difficulty level 9. So like that was probably my first mistake, right? But
Kind of. Oh, we got flyers. I'm gonna start shooting at that with the quasar cannon.
okay.
Um, but yeah, with like flying bugs coming in, and like now flying bots, we have flying of both types. It's definitely like prepping us for um Luminate, which are like a lot of flying things. So I'm like super laggy.
It would be really really cool if we had we could drive our own pelican. That would be so sick, man. This would be like Avatar, man. We have flying bots. Yeah, the automatons have gunships. Um I think I actually saw a leak of the automaton's walker, and it is not like the AT walkers from Star Wars. Like it is like those big ones. You know what I'm talking about? from Star
Yeah,
Wars?
there's walkers.
Or are they already out, or?
Yeah, they've been out for a while.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen them yet.
Okay, give me half a second. I'm turning down my quality a little bit. Maybe that'll help
Okay.
fix. Man,
But
I don't know why I'm kind of so laggy.
I definitely, I'm super excited, man. I mean, it's just the mechs are so cool. I don't like the design of the mechs. I'll say that. I think
They look
they
kind of weird.
look, they're just so square.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, this is good enough.
Just a square. I don't know how else to word it. I want something with a little bit more curves, more stealth looking. A stealth mech, dude. You give me a stealth mech that can goes invisible, or that can go invisible, which I actually think is possible. And the reason why is
For sure.
because I remember reading somewhere that a dev was testing out subsonic rounds and stealth gameplay. And if we had fought the Illuminate in the first Galactic War, dude, they had stealth technology. Come on.
The cyborgs now, or not cyborg,
Oh yeah, they have stealth, enemies.
Yeah.
And so I don't know about the individual. I mean, I imagine they'll give it to the players for like a stratagem or something, like a backpack, a stealth backpack. But I could totally see it being on a mech. And if you give me a stealth mech, oh dude, it's gonna be the greatest day of my life. But no, I don't know. I think there's a lot happening. I will say though, I do think what you were saying back to the Galactic War and the map, right? I think the automatons, since their fleet that invaded Cyberstan and took over the region surrounding Cyberstan, was 10 times the strength of their previous engagements. So that's 10 times stronger, their fleet power, right? I think with the Terminids, what you're saying is very plausible, man. Because, like, we will probably push them back. We're doing a pretty good job so far. But eventually, like, I think they're going to resurge and take over a bunch of planets. Or, like, a bunch of... What you said, Hive Lords?
Yeah, that's what they're called, the Hive Lords, the giant worms. Which are pretty scary. Like...
Yeah. Yeah, no, oh, I wonder. They probably won't do anything, but it'd be very interesting if they did. And kind of cool, like a small event for May 4th because of Star Wars. That'd be kind of cool. Or like an Easter egg. I don't know if they would, because like I don't really see why they would have a tie with Star Wars. But other than Star Wars being Star Wars, and in, you know, this game being a space game with guns and lasers and death.
I think you gotta be careful. Make sure you don't, like, infringe on anything.
Yeah.
You'd have to be...
Yeah. They would have to... I feel like it would have to be an Easter egg, and it would have to be carefully done. Oh, we've been going...
we can clear out the extraction while we're here, because there's holes at extraction.
Okay.
These two are dead.
I'm gonna throw an orbital laser.
No, it's fine.
Oh, too late.
Oh.
But, yeah, I don't know. I think I'd like to see chemical weapons, man. That'd be really, really cool. It'd just be such a unique...
gas.
Yeah, we
So
have
gas.
gas,
Final Titan behind us.
but we don't have any, like, gas
Actual
primary weapons.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. I gotcha. I think it'd be cool. Nice.
And it would make for a good battle pass war bond, right? Because you have one that's themed for arc type weapons, one for explosives, do one for gas.
We have so far the beginning was kind of, I think, like a little of everything. We had like a fire one, an explosive one, and then we have the energy based ones, and then we have the explosive mostly. And then we can have like a chemical one. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the chemical ones, I'm just gonna say it right now, are gonna be very... I don't know. I don't know if they would be very weak against automatons. I think
Imagine
it'd
they're like
be
acid, because the gas works on them, obviously.
yeah. I mean, I
I
think
imagine they would have like low single target damage, but great AOE is what it would be. Like,
yeah.
slowly burning all the enemies, like kind of like fire, but just way higher lingering, and maybe even bigger of an area,
Yeah.
but less damage.
You know what'd be really cool is huh? I thought it was dead. Well, you know what'd be really cool if they had infested like bug looking weapons for the chemical weapons, but I doubt they would do that.
Yeah, I found the launch codes.
But it would be really cool to see that.
Kind of like a flood-like type.
Yes, yes. Like it
Yeah,
wraps
I thought
around
that
your
would be
arm.
really cool. I
But
think that I think like if we had something like that, it would kind of conflict with bugs where they swarm you and there's just so many. It kind of like intersects in design space. It definitely could be a thing. Maybe like also your spear's back there if you want to get your spear.
I'm good.
Okay, but like
Yeah, I think it's not as
it would be really
probable
cool.
because like a democratic officer would be like, "Oh, you're sympathizing too much with the enemy," and I'm like, "How do I sympathize with the bug?" Like, it's like sympathizing with a sentient cow that is like the mad cows from Diablo. I feel like that's the equivalent. Like we're farming these things for fuel,
Stalkers.
and they become.
Also,
Oh,
stalkers have cloaking, but bugs have cloaking too.
everyone has cloaking but us. It's not fair. I think we're gonna get cloaking when they come out with like a stealth war bond, and then they will release like
Where are
a
the
stealth
stalkers?
stratagem, separate of the war
There
bond,
it
but at the
is.
same time, I imagine.
It took a while for me to find those stalkers. They were, for some reason, like in the opposite direction of what I thought they were.
Do we have gas grenades already?
We do not.
No. We have
Gas grenades.
smokes, which is
Yeah, that's it.
technically like,
A gas, but not.
well, it's
Yeah,
like a chemical, but
doesn't do
it's
damage.
yeah.
Oh, lag again, man. For some reason I have low FPS today.
There are two stalker layers here, because some just came
Ah,
from behind me and some came from the front.
okay. I'm gonna go immediately close this one then as fast as I can.
Yeah, we don't have gas grenades. Gas grenades would be really nice. The stun grenades are amazing to
That
use.
didn't hit. Wow. Man, they call you in. Oh,
But no, I would love to see the new weapons that they plan to come out with because there's so much like just potential, man.
oh yeah. You can. I think there's like just literally almost infinite.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. No.
another thing
There it
too is
is.
to think about. Right, is you have armor that protects you against arc
Yep, that's for
damage.
sure for the Illuminate prepping. Um,
And but it makes me wonder is like you have stuff. I'm pretty sure there's one for fire. I may be wrong on that,
I don't think there is. I can't
but
think of anything off the top of my head.
I mean, surely over
A
time,
Herburst.
I would say over the
Ooh.
course of a year, right? They have to incorporate the other elements because it wouldn't make sense to just have arc. You know what I mean? Resistance.
We got Vile Titan.
Yep, grabbing my spear. So it'd be cool to have armor that's protected against chemicals or fire, and in that scenario, they will then want to, even it out, right, and have weapons that correlate with such, like they do with the arc weapons. But yeah, I think with the Illuminate, what do you think their weakness is gonna be? Like ideal
Um,
weapon type against them. Like if you had to think of like, cause like when I think Illuminate, I think of Planet Side 2 and the Vanu, the purple people. That's what I think. But I know they're like blue squids, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking Arc also to fry their electrical systems,
Hmm.
because like we don't have anything also that is Arc is strong against yet.
I think fire is gonna be weak against them. Not strong, but weak. Because I just don't see an alien species being like, oh no, he has a flamethrower. I'm just
I
going
don't know.
to shrivel up and die.
That's like I
I
don't
mean,
think
it's
they're
still
gonna
gonna
be. I don't.
damage them.
I think it'll do damage for sure because fire is fire.
Yeah, right,
I
right.
could say it being strong too. Still,
I think explosives and
Oh, I don't have mine.
arc
I forgot.
or plasma. Maybe separating the difference between like, you know, uh, arc damage weapons and plasma. I don't know if there is entirely. They might be the same in the game. But no, that'd be really, really interesting to see the. Well, one, I would like to see, probably not initially they will do this, but I think like after the first year, right? I think they'll start doing themed armors based off of enemy types. Like
I have a feeling if they do that, it's going to be you're literally skinning the bugs.
I mean, yeah.
And like or using the robots like armor. Um,
You got a broad mother for a head. It's like a gimmick
I
helmet.
yeah, because I think it would be like if anything like showing off that like we've killed the enemies. It's like a fear factor kind of thing.
Well, another thing too. So I just thought about this, but and I know we've discussed it before, but I want to see guilds or some type of like community finder or community type system for like guilds or clans or not factions, but yeah, stuff something like that, and having like a clan hall would be really, really cool. And you could trophy. You could put like trophies of certain monsters that you've killed, and like you got a gold because you killed like 50,000 of them or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Illuminate are going to be using guerrilla tactics and very stealthy. I hope they have energy swords. I just want someone to come behind me and just impale me and then yeet me off a cliff. No, that sounds
Jeez.
sus. But no, I was no, I think the Illuminate's a really cool faction. I think there's definitely a lot of stuff to wonder. But no, I do think it'd be really cool to have a clan system, and I don't think that's something they're gonna incorporate right away. But I think they will, and I hope they do. If they don't, like, it is what it is. There's plenty of games without that, but it'd just be so neat.
We have to think about how the Illuminate are going to be changed, because it's been 100 years. Obviously, the cyborgs have turned into full-on robots now, automatons. Like, if are the Illuminate going to be actually different?
I wonder, dude. Their tanks are gonna look so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wonder if their vehicles would be hovercraft vehicles, like the Covenant from Halo.
Oh, they are.
That would
They
be
are in the
so
first
cool.
game.
Oh, they are.
I mean,
are?
yeah. Well, at least unless they've like regressed, that would be interesting. If maybe like since like we beat them down so hard, they actually regressed a little bit.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, no.
I don't.
Very good.
I don't think that would be the case, but I think it would be interesting.
I don't know if you just saw that, but I just got crushed by gravity and died.
Interesting.
Hello? I do.
Right.
I will say the bugs sometimes, when they do happen, rarely, they do make me laugh. You know, they are just like, huh, so that just happened.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I really do hope there is a clan system, man. Even just a real bare bones one. And I mean, it would be cool if they did something like Star Wars, the MMORPG, where clans can fight for a planet, and whoever does the most gets like affiliation on that planet, saying like, oh, they helped the most. That'd be really cool. But knowing the developers and how they are very like anti-competitiveness when it comes to like the PvP aspect, right, and the question of that, I don't see them doing the like clans fighting for a planet. But it would be
the
really
biggest
cool
problem would be if you had clans and then they were fighting for planets. Is you would have intentional griefers that would go into like if they saw another clan, they would literally like purposely fail a mission,
That's
prevent them
true.
from getting that completion.
I didn't even think about that, but that is very true. And not to mention, you already have a hard time enough with people, the true third faction currently in the game or enemy faction, being farmers. I know the devs have made huge progress on, you know, trying to curb that.
It actually doesn't. You don't lose progress when you switch campaigns.
Oh, they changed it now.
No, it never was according to them.
Oh, interesting. Well, what if you intentionally fail a mission?
If you intentionally fail a mission, you
Exactly.
somehow.
But
I am dead. I turn. I thought it was. I turn around and I see a Bile Titan behind me. I'm like, oh, I am dead.
yeah, but I do see them like having a real basic clan system and then having like a clan tag next to your name. I definitely see that happening.
Yeah, I can see that.
Pretty sure whoever initially spread that rumor was a bug or a bot. I mean, maybe it was Cyberstan all along. It was calculated. No, but I don't know. I'm
Ow.
super excited for something we haven't talked about yet: melee weapons.
Oh yeah, melee weapons are gonna be awesome. I really hope.
Because
I
they've
also
already said they want to do that,
yeah.
and like it's gonna happen. And dude, me and a katana, dude, give me dual wielding katanas. Oh my! I'm not shooting a single thing. I'm going up to a charger and start poking it. I know it's not
Yeah,
gonna
so
be a good idea, but I'm still gonna do it.
I think what they said was an energy sword was like their first idea, which would be sick.
Yes,
Literally energy sword. Like
that would be so cool,
oh.
dude. Gravity hammer
What?
from Halo.
I am getting gravity now. I am getting like clipped into this wall. It's like pushing me in.
I got you.
There we go.
Yeah,
Oh, it's this dead bug's body. That's what it is.
yeah. It's always with the Bow Titans.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
Bile Titans are.
man, dude,
Majestic.
melee weapons would be really cool. You know, it'd be even cooler. I just thought about a repair hammer.
Air hammer?
Fixes and repairs your equipment.
Centuries and like mechs and stuff.
Yeah, it can be a melee weapon, but also it's a like a utility melee
Go,
weapon.
going deep galactic with their hammers on the engineer class.
No, that'd be really really cool though.
That would be cool.
And like,
Um,
yeah, I don't know. I
so,
do see a katana happening, an energy sword. Definitely. I don't know. I think a knife could happen. Maybe
so
a
how do you think they're gonna
chainsword.
do melee weapons? Do you think it's gonna be like a primary, secondary, support weapon, or like a backpack?
So
So I think backpack is the most likely.
my hope is they add a new weapon slot type deal, like your primary and secondary, or you could remove your secondary and that will be your secondary. That'd be cool. What I think is more than likely is that it's going to serve as more of a utility slot, so only your quick melee button, which there is only that, right?
So what I imagine, because melee isn't bad. People don't like melee, but you see me beat up bugs all the time, and sometimes even
Yeah.
bots with my melee. I think melee is still very strong in the right circumstances to like get stuff off of you tool. So I don't think they want to like completely get rid of regular melee is the thing. Jesus Christ, that cluster bomb. But I think like if they do like I think it would be like you equip it somehow. And like it replaces your quick melee, like you said. I don't think you like hold out your weapon. I think it just replaces your quick melee button.
Mm.
Is the
Yeah.
main thing.
I mean, I would say this. I'd rather swap out my secondary for a permanent melee weapon and just having it out. But I definitely understand if they didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's what I hope. Do
I
I
could
see it
actually see
happen?
both, to be honest, because in the first game they have like
Mm.
bayonets which attach to your weapon. And that could be like that's a replacement for quick melee for sure. If you have a bayonet on your gun, instead of doing this like smack with the gun, you literally stab something.
Yeah.
Um, um, And speaking of that, because that's like the one thing that's like really missing from the first game is weapon modification. We have the thing where
Yeah.
you hold, reload, and you can like some weapons have a different firing mode and like flashlight and zoom, but like that's really basic. Like that's just in mission. Like
Yeah.
where's the things where we can like literally add attachments to a weapon, like a grenade launcher underbarrel or
That's something
bayonets.
I want more than I would rather have item customization, including armor, color palettes, weapon customization. I'd rather have that than another mech. Now, I want another mech, but being able to like really, change the attachments to your weapons and color palettes of your armor, dude, that is going to change. I mean, that's going to open a whole new aspect of the game, similar to games like Warframe, right? Character customization is one of the biggest things that people love, among other things, But obviously the game is still new, so there's a lot of limitations with that. But I hope within the first year they have diversity in the fashion scene per se for Helldivers 2. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Start for blue armor. Isn't there blue armor in the game? Because I saw a blue helmet earlier.
It is pre-order.
Pre-order. Okay.
Um, yeah, the one I want was the stupid Twitch one that they ran out of codes for really fast, which I was sad about.
Yeah.
But I think like, yeah, armor customization right now is I feel like little limited.
Yeah.
Like I really would like to swap colors. Like I would really like just some way for them to like add colors so you can
Something
like
like
change it out.
maybe like Destiny, and where they have a color palette where it's like your primary, secondary, and your third color, and it just automatically does it for you. Now it'd be cool if they had something like Warframe where you could pick any color for the primary, secondary, and third color slots of the armor set. I just think that's, I don't know, like it'd be nice, but at the very bare minimum, if they have something like Destiny 2 where it's just, here's your first color, here's your second color, and this is what it looks like on the armor, that'd be fine too. It's something over nothing. But I don't know. I would like that, but I think weapon customization probably takes priority over that.
Yeah, for sure.
I
But, I
think
mean,
in this game.
it also depends on how like they did the armor, because it might be really hard for them to implement more colors. Like if it's not like
True.
swappable very easily, but
Okay, so Mobius in chat said the CEO was on Twitter saying they're never adding armor or transmognification because armor is distinct and has the bonuses they have because of that, which I thought
think
was
that
weak
is
reasoning.
I think that is super weak reasoning because we have armors that literally do the same thing. If
Yeah.
every armor was unique and they had their own bonuses, and we don't have 8 different armor sets with plus throwing range, I think it would be a fair argument. But the fact that we have so many armors that do the same thing, even in the same armor class, if it was like, okay, there's one medium, one light, one heavy for this effect, sure. But we have multiple lights, multiple meats, all containing the same thing. Like literally, like some of the first armors you start with are medium armors with bonus plating. Like those are like the first armors in the regular pass.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
my thing here's this. All right, let's say the CEO, goes on Twitter and says like it ain't happening, but they planned for a lot of things, and a lot of things happened that they didn't expect. You know what I mean? For instance, the game being so popular as it has been, right? And then having to increase the servers, that was one of the bigger issues in the beginning, right? But like my thing is, I think their stance will change. I want to believe there will be a big enough demand that they'll change their opinion on that. And I hope so, because I would love to see it. But I mean, at the same time, it's just like,
well, also,
yeah,
there's a difference between, well, if the CEO said transmog is different from armor coloring, I feel like. Because transmog would be actually changing, like, the physical armor, like, making your armor into
yes,
another armor, versus just colors.
Yes,
which
very good point.
I would have to like look at the tweet directly in order to see how he worded it. Because if he said transmog, I can imagine not having transmog in it. That's fine. I don't really care. I just want to be able to change my colors.
Hear me out.
Um,
I don't think there should be transmog. I like the
yeah.
uniqueness in the armor sets with the stats that they have and the set bonus, but the piece bonus. But I more than anything want different colors because man, some of these colors, I'm sorry, but this
Yeah, like
doo-doo water.
I really like this armor for its extra padding and being light armor. So I'm like tanky and fast, at least
Yeah.
medium tanky. But I think it looks so ugly with the orange. I do not like the. It's growing on me because I use it so much. But like, man, is it like I would like this to be like any color other than orange. Orange is my least favorite color.
Like the armor set I'm wearing right now, if it was in black or like some steel color, dude, that would look so cool,
Mm-hmm.
dude. That's some like cyberpunk
I,
assassin elite spec ops type thing. That's so
like
cool.
I wouldn't even mind if they made colors like once they if they added colors, colors were something for super credits. Like
Hmm.
if you wanted to get like there was like a rotating shop where like there's 4 colors each week where you can get there's like I got pink, there's a blue, there's a black, and then there's a purple like in the shop, and then like there's like they have like a billion colors, and like maybe it's like if you don't like if they get I get to see them even doing it kind of like just it's just random hexadecimal codes every week.
Hmm.
Transmog is vanity slots, yes, like it is like uh yeah, it's vanity slots. It's basically putting another armor on top of your armor is the easiest way for me to
It's
explain it.
like
Like
town clothes. It's like when you go into town, it replaces the clothes of whatever you're wearing, so you look fashionable.
transmog is different than skins because Warframe. It's like if there was transmog at Warframe, you'd be able to make Excalibur look like Mag. Is the what transmog would be, not skins.
Yeah.
Transmog is literally changing your armor for a different armor set. Um, so like how loud is it? Like if you have like the best statted armor, but you like the level 1 armor, you can look like the level 1 armor, but have the best stat armor.
Right. Right. All right, that is it for part one of Helldivers 2 Mech Update. But wait, there is more. In the next part, we'll be talking about more speculation and things we'd like to see in the future of Helldivers 2 going forward. If there are things you would like to see, do let us know down below in the comments. If you guys did not know, we stream every day on Twitch. So if you want, click on the link down below. Or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel to get notifications when a new video comes out. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!